What's frack-a-lack and frack crew? It's Frac Daddy Barbecue. Guys, today we're going to be doing a steak that I've never heard of. It's called a Bavette steak. But that's the fancy term for the French. But it is also known as a flank steak or a flap steak. So guys, what we're going to be doing to this steak today is we're going to be doing a reverse sear. We're also going to be making the best garlic herb compound butter you could imagine. We're going to be using some killer ingredients. So let's go over here and let me show you how I'm going to make my compound butter. Right here we have a 1 block of room temperature Kerrygold butter, awesome butter. Some chives, rosemary. We have some shallots, like Gordon Ramsay says. We have some freshly roasted, a whole bulb of garlic. To get this started, we're gonna add all of our garlic, which is pretty soft. We're going to add all of these chives.
Which there's no measurements,
Yeah,
just eyeball.
This is my first time. Here we have some fresh rosemary, which I think will pair perfectly with this. And then, like I said, we have some shallots.
Some shallots.
I just like to be fancy sometimes. So then we'll come in here, we'll just mix this all up and get everything nicely incorporated. So the reason why I wanted to make this compound butter for this steak is because when you add butter to a steak, it's just going to add such a unique, buttery flavor to this steak, which is going to be killer.
And all these herbs are just going to make it...
The garlic. I mean, who doesn't like fresh roasted garlic? Because I know Melissa and I love fresh roasted garlic.
Oh yeah, it smells delicious in here.
All right, now we're going to transfer this compound butter onto this saran wrap. So the reason why I put it on the saran wrap, we're going to roll it up, get it nice and tight, and then we're going to stick it back in the fridge so it can harden back up. So now you don't have to make this much. Like I said, the reason why I made this much is we're going to save it, and we're going to put this on chicken, put this on some vegetables. I mean, you could even use this as a spread on some bread and make some awesome garlic herb toast with this, which would be killer. Now we're going to put it back in the fridge. You want to make sure this gets nice and tight. This is going to harden back up, which will be perfect when we add to the steak. Alrighty, frack crew. So, got a question for you. Are you following me on my Instagram page? Because if you're not, you're missing out on a bunch of stuff that we do behind the scenes. Because you know what, with my new job, I don't get a week off at a time anymore. So you can check out all the behind scenes of when we go do cool things, like went to Black Rifle Coffee Company, my meal prepping, and all kinds of other stuff that we do. Alright, so here we have our Bavette steaks. And as you can see, they are from Made You Hungry. These are 16-ounce Bavette steaks. And I tell you what, guys, these are all natural, prime Bavette steaks, and these have some beautiful marbling. So let's check them out. Now, as you can see, they are vacuum sealed very, very nicely. We're going to take them out of this package, and we are going to let them come to room temperature for about 1 hour. So, as we're cutting these up, I am not sure if you guys have ever even heard of Made You Hungry. Now, they have some awesome affordable stuff that they will send directly to your house. To name a few, they have a awesome 36-ounce dry-aged Wagyu tomahawk ribeye. They have some awesome seafood, and they even have Wagyu burgers. So guys, we're going to leave a link in our description box so you can go check them out, and you can get some of this stuff sent directly to your house. So, let me show you how we're going to season up my steak. I'm going to show you how I'm going to season up Melissa's steak. So what we have here is we have some of the butcher's cut, the Texas dirt. So I'm going to put some of that on mine, then I'm going to add some extra black pepper because I love black pepper on my steak.
And if y'all remember, this is the one with the activated charcoal
That
in
is
it.
right. It looks weird, but I tell you what, it is so dang good. Alright, so here's how Melissa likes hers. She likes a little bit of salt. Here we come with some pepper. Here we're gonna come back. Melissa loves a
couldn't
little.
see it, but it's garlic powder.
Melissa loves some garlic powder. So what else do you like on yours?
I love a little hint of cayenne.
That is right. Now we're gonna let these sit here. We're gonna let them come to room temperature for about another 30 minutes. We've had these out for about 30 minutes now. So I think in a little bit we're gonna go start our grill. So we're gonna be using some B.O.B. charcoal. This stuff is some premium lump charcoal from Brazil. It is used from recycled eucalyptus trees. So let's go ahead and get this in our chimney and we're gonna light it up. Good quality charcoal this is. Look at these beautiful big chunks of charcoal. Look at the charcoal nice and hot. So let's pour it into the grill so we can get our grill heating up. So here I have Melissa's steak. She likes hers a little bit more well done than I like mine. So we're gonna put hers on first and we're gonna come back out in a little bit and put mine on. But we're gonna give hers a head start. Listen to that sizzle.
Cook, my darling, cook.
So now that Melissa has had her steak on there cooking for a little bit, we're gonna put mine on here because it's not gonna take as long as hers. So check out my new Thermopop from Thermowork. This thing is freaking awesome. Not only is it in my favorite color, purple, but you hit a button in the back and it will rotate it to whichever direction that you can see it. And also it has a little light that if you hit it at night, you can see it light up. So let's check the temperature of our steak. Alrighty.
Oh yeah.
Wow, we're actually at 108. I'm gonna give it a flip and then we'll come back in a little bit, and once it hits 115, then we'll give it a hard sear. Alrighty. Let's sear the steak off. Listen to that sear.
Look at those beautiful coals down there.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
There goes Melissa's.
Hello, beautiful. Ooh, that's hot.
Oh yeah. That's what you get when you use premium lump charcoal.
And then can't forget about the asparagus.
Oh yeah, this will be so delicious. Alright, so it's been a minute on each side. Let's give it a flip. Ooh, look at that. And we'll give mine a flip. And then we'll go another minute, and then I'll do the sides, and we'll show you when the steaks are inside. We're gonna cut up some of our compound butter. We're gonna put it on top of our steaks while our steaks rest, and it's gonna melt this butter, and it's gonna be so delicious. All right, we're gonna put the first one on Melissa's.
Oh my goodness.
As Melissa likes to say, I'm on X Games mode.
Looks like a big old dollop, but it's just the camera. I mean, not that I would be upset about it.
Yeah.
This butter looks delicious.
All right, so now what we'll do is we'll put the foil over this, and we're gonna let these rest for about 10 minutes. Okay, so look at this compound butter. It's melted. It is ooey gooey all over the place. Now let's cut this up and let's see how we do. Okay, so the grains run a certain way, so I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna cut this baby in half. Look at that, perfect medium rare. All right, let's slice her up.
Oops, I got too close. Oh yeah.
Whoopsie.
Tender.
Oh yeah.
It is just falling apart. You can even see right here. Look at that.
This is amazing.
I'm sorry, Lucius, but you don't get any of this steak this time, okay? Not this time.
Sorry, Bubba. Alright, here is the final product. I would have to say this turned out to be a perfect medium rare. And look at how juicy the steak is. You can just see it glistening.
Now you know why they're called Made You Hungry.
That's right.
Because I'm hungry.
I'm starving Marvin, guys.
Are y'all hungry? Alright, Jared, pick your piece.
Alright, so I'm going to dedicate this one. I'm going to take this bite, and I'm dedicating this to the fine people that made you hungry. Thank you for sending us this steak. Now let's give her a try. Guys, my mouth is just like salivating. I am so hungry. So let's give her a try. Holy moly.
Did you even have to bite?
No, I didn't even have to bite. Let's show you guys how tender this is.
Wow.
Guys, this is quality premium beef at its finest. And what is great about this is if they can find it for a cheaper price, they're going to pass the savings on to you guys. Guys, I am beyond thrilled with teaming up with Made You Hungry. Guys, please go check them out. We're going to put a link in our description box for you to check them out. And also, we're going to put a link for Christian Edwards, who built this cutting board, and I won it off of Instagram. Go check him out because he can make you one just like that. So guys, I appreciate you stopping by, watching this video. And once again, I want to say thank you to Made You Hungry for supplying this meat for this cook. Because if it wasn't for this meat, we wouldn't be able to do this. So guys, go check them out. And until next time, we're frack-a-lacking out.